never have. Callie and I are doing one tomorrow at Mr. Gaddy's Pizza. I'm not being paid for that.
Right.
I'm going to have a big table set up. I'm going to try and sell a few items to the adults, and there's going to be a lot of kids that are going to get some things for free there tomorrow that have no clue. Everybody thinks they're going to have to buy something. Well, the surprise is going to be there's going to be a lot of free stuff given away to kids that can't afford it. No kid will leave unhappy. If there's a child there that wants a picture, they're going to get one. If they want a DVD, as long as I have supplies left, they'll get one. And that's where the help for the Bolin Foundation comes in tremendously helpful. So if there's, and you can think I'm trying to work people if you want. I think you've heard the truth about as well as I can tell it.
Yeah,
and any help I can get from people who are able to help. Now, if you're poor yourself, don't help me. I'm a poor guy just trying to give back something. I don't get to work as much as I used to. I don't get to do 7 wrestling shows a week. I physically cannot do it. But I can do the television show. I can keep the fame going. I can do these radio shows. And I can do an appearance here and there.
Yeah.
And like I said, I like to give back, but you'll never hear where I charged anybody for an appearance, especially if it's for children. And that's about as clear and as plain as I can make it. That's what the Bolin Foundation is about.
Well, I can definitely get behind that. And people have said a lot of things about you, but that's really awesome. And I commend you for it.
And if people out there got a problem with that, then they're just going to have a problem.
Yeah, you can't
please everybody. And that goes for the raper or anyone else out there who thinks I'm trying to con the world. Believe me, I have not been in this community for the last 13 years doing the things that I get accused of on this radio show, and because I'm calling out the one person that needs to improve his lifestyle and his quality of life and the way he treats people, and that's Jim Cornette, who stays locked up in his $1 million mansion. Had I taken some of the avenues that Jim Cornette took, I'd be in a $1 million mansion too.
Of course.
But that's not the avenue I took. I live in a modest 4-bedroom home. I rent rooms to professional wrestlers that are coming here to learn their craft. If I hear of anyone else down on their luck and they need a room and they need a good rate on it, I help them out too. I'm doing that right now as we speak. And if you want to think Jim Cornette's going to open, Jim Cornette has a $1 million mansion. You know how many bedrooms it's got? 1. It has 1 bedroom. You know why? Because he don't want nobody staying with him. He don't want guests to come and stay. If Kenny Bolin were down on his luck and the Bolin Foundation had just totally dried up and there just was no more to give, there were no more pictures, there were no more DVDs, there were no more tickets to OVW shows, there was no more memorabilia, my home was gone, Jimmy, man, I need a place. Kenny only got 1 bedroom. You're in a $1 million mansion. You got rooms all over the place.
That's a lonely
man.
man.
He tells everybody he's only got 1 bedroom. So that's the difference between me and Jimmy. This is really a 3-bedroom house. I converted the basement into a large area training room, and for the wrestlers to be able to train in with televisions and DVR and cable and everything down there. And a washer-dryer facility down there to create an extra room. I didn't take away from rooms in the house. I added a room to the house to make it to where I can help more people, to help more wrestlers that are coming here to learn their craft. And would I rather be alone? Yeah, I'd rather have a 1-bedroom $1 million mansion.
Wouldn't.
And not bother with anybody, I guess. But I guess that life would be a little nicer.
Yeah.
Or a little less stressful, let's say. But what have you done? What have you given back? What have you accomplished? Well, nothing in my opinion. So like I said, if those of you out there have a problem with that, that's your problem, not mine. I'm going to continue to do things the way I have. I will continue to look for sponsors to help me pull this off. And I take whatever help I can get, man. It's all appreciated. It's all greatly appreciated. Don't think it's not.
That's awesome.
But I never want anybody trying to help me who's having trouble helping themselves. That is not what the Bolin Foundation is about. If you're a kid out there who's got $20 to your name, keep your $20. I'm probably going to help you some more down the line.
Yeah,
don't help me.
They'll do better.
I'll find a way to help you.
Well, I want to real quick plug the appearance tomorrow, so that the kids and everyone else can help out. It's at Gaddy's Pizza on 1108 Gaddyland. That's right. It's like a playground and everything, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They got a huge game room. They've got basketball and all the great video games that are out these days. Right. It's a little past me. I don't know what they all are anymore, but all I know is there's a boatload of kids in there and they have a ball, and I'm even going to give away some game cards for kids who can't afford to play the games. I'm going to have a few cards I give away tomorrow as well, to where those kids can go in there and play the games on me. I'll be paying for the games.
That's awesome, man.
And we're going to help some of the lesser fortunate ones. Some of them can just barely afford the food they're coming in there to get. We're going to give away some free food tomorrow. We're going to give away some free dinners. We're going to give away some video games. We're going to give away some pictures. We're going to give away some DVDs. Maybe some VIP passes to the television show. It's going to be a great day, and Callie's going to be a part of it, I guess, if Coordinate didn't have her kidnapped somewhere.
Yeah, we'll get our special
ops out.
Show
up tomorrow, I'll know there's something funky going on there too, I guess.
Yeah.
Sicko, I appreciate you giving me a format. Did you have anything else you wanted to read? Because I had to go on that bit of a rant there, because nothing hurts me more than for people to question what me and the Bolin Foundation is about. And if you've got 77,000 listeners, and I've got Lord over at Who's Slamming Who, probably anywhere from, on a given week, anywhere from 40 to 50, 60,000 over there as well. Plus, I understand the show is going to Russia now and doing extremely well in Russia with my show. And if I can get the word out to those people and let them know what we do and what we're about, then it had to be done. And then the doubters they can continue to doubt. I could care less. It's the kids I want to help.
Right. Well, I do have just one last clip I want to play. It's kind of what you touched on. It's about it's from your podcast. It's about the inaccuracies of the witnesses or victims, whatever you want to call them.
Right.
And, it's just a minute long, and it's got a nice little quote in there. I kind of like. So
go right ahead.
Hold on a second.
I didn't bother to put anybody on the show this week because I'm going to defend the three that have come forward so far. Well, four, counting Ted Turner Jr., who I'm saving for a later date to put on this show. But I couldn't be sicker right now than to think that there could possibly be 50 or 60 people out there that would doubt the word of those poor people that have come forward and given their testimony. And no, people, William Shatner didn't try to fuck me in a bathroom in San Antonio. I'm giving you a scenario. Pick your own star that you idolized. Pick your own way that maybe that star tried to violate you and how you would feel, and whether you would want the truth coming out, and when you would want the truth coming out, and whether you would use your real name, or whether you might jumble a few things to make sure people couldn't trace it to that. Oh yeah, that's you. That's the kid right there. That's the one Jimmy Cornette had his way with.
Now, I personally think George Takei would have been a better analogy for that, but we get the gist of it.
Well, George Takei had some things that he hadn't come clean with that I didn't know about at that time. But let me just clarify what you just said. You said George Takei might have been a better scenario. If I saw George Takei in the bathroom doing what I know now, I'd haul ass and get out of there.
You wouldn't be bending over in front of him, that's for sure.
I wouldn't be hanging around trying to get an autograph. William Shatner, I think I might be safe with. Leonard Nimoy, I think I might be safe with. DeForest Kelly, the Doc, I might be safe with him.
Yeah.
But Takei...
yeah, it's definitely a backdoor attack there.
Meaning is I'd like that little boy to lay. No, it's all right. I know what we're facing there. Wow. So you answered your own question right there, Sicko.
Yeah, pretty much.
George Takei, however you want to pronounce it.
Yeah.
Those little boys doing what they know right now are going to make a run for it.
Yeah.
You don't think you have to run from William Shatner.
No.
So, yeah, I've heard it said that William Shatner tried to fuck me in San Antonio is going to be on some T-shirts here pretty soon. So I don't know what William Shatner's going to think about that. No. And I just dropped William Shatner because I'm a huge fan of his. Not only did I love what he did in Star Trek, the TV series, I love the movies. Me and my boy cried when we saw Shatner die in the Generations. We cried. We were that close to that character.
It's okay. They got time machines. They can come back.